Hey everybody, back again. Curtis and Rizel,
Hi.
and we're doing our next video. This is kind of a continuation from our first video. Kind of hoping maybe this will wrap up our journey video, and then from here we can kind of talk about where we're at and what we're doing and all that other good stuff. Got some, we have an update on what's happening next. And so just want to get into it a little bit. And if you haven't done yet, if you'd like to, you can hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. Let you know when we make new videos. And if you have any questions or comments, let's keep it positive. But you can leave them in the comments below, and then we can be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys might have. Okay, so left on January 27th. Kind of a continuation on our last video. Left January 27th. It was really hard leaving my sweetheart behind, and then coming back to the US without her. And so when I got here, I decided that, well, before I even came here, we had kind of talked about me coming back to visit about once every 4 months or something, until I could afford to pay the company everything to process and all that other stuff. It's kind of an expensive venture to take, but if you love the person and you want to spend the rest of your life with them, it's definitely worth every penny. So I won't say that I use cash for everything. I had to use credit and go different routes with that, but ultimately, like I said in the last video, she's here with me.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that she's here with me. She's not happy to be here with me though. She doesn't want to be here with me anymore.
It's so cold.
Because it's so cold here. No, we're both really happy. We're both really enjoying each other's company. I drive a semi truck for a living. If you can look in the background and you notice that there's brown back here.
And we're in New York now.
Brown back here and
we're in New York now. I travel around the US in 1 month.
Yeah, we've done a lot of traveling in 1 month. Okay, so yeah, you've been here how long now? Have you been here?
1 month, baby.
1 month. 1 month and just a couple of days, right?
Yes.
Okay. Last video was 2 weeks ago. I know I said I'd do an upload about once a week, but yeah, sorry, here we are. And getting back to the story, decided to go ahead and I got set up with a payment plan with the organization that we used, and then by setting up the payment plan, it was going to process longer to get her here. So I just went ahead and bit the bullet and paid the full amount, and they went ahead and got started. We started in March of this year, 2024. It's 2024, right?
Yeah. You forgot very fast.
I almost said 2023. I was like, wait a minute, no, because we're going into 2025, so my dates are all mixed up. It's funny when you're driving a truck how you lose track of days and times and everything. I don't know why that is, but there's a couple of people I talk to, and they do the same thing, drive a truck. So we started the process. It took about 2.5 months for USCIS. Yeah, it was about 2.5 months after submitting all the paperwork. After the organization we used, they submitted all of the important documents that they needed to the United States USCIS. What does the USCIS stand for? United States Consulate. You remember?
No.
Yeah, I can't remember. Why I can't remember what USCIS stands for. Look it up real quick. What does USCIS stand for? So we went with they processed with the USCIS. Took them about 2.5 months, and
United
States
Citizens and Immigration Services.
And immigration. That's the I. Okay, Immigration Services, and 2.5 months, and then after that we got an approval, which we were really excited about. I remember. Did I call you? I called you, didn't I?
What?
To tell you. Or
Yeah.
Guess what? You got approved. We're both really excited about that. We had heard that was the most difficult process to go through. Little did we know that there were more difficult processes to go through. So after the approval with the USCIS, they sent the information over to
VC.
the NVC, National Visa Center. From there, let's see, it took about 1 month. Was it 1 month for USCIS to send to NVC?
Maybe yes.
It was about a month before the NVC sent us a notification saying that our status, they received our paperwork from the USCIS, and that now the NVC was going to send information over to the Manila office, right? But before they could go through that process, there was some more information they needed.
From NVC?
Yeah, NVC. Was there more information at that point in time?
No more.
Okay, so that was when with the Manila.
Just waiting the letters.
Waiting for the letters. That's what it was. Okay, so all in all, the process from when we started was from March, and finally received an approval through the NVC, and then from the NVC, when did that approval? When did the NVC approve?
I think July 28th.
Yeah, it was something in July.
28th.
And then from there, it was mailed over to the Manila, the U.S. Embassy in Manila. And then once they received it, they said, okay, you can schedule your appointment now. And so we went ahead and scheduled an appointment. They said it might take a while to get an appointment for an interview. But it didn't take long. I think in 1 week, wasn't it 1 week? Or just a couple of days that they had you an interview already scheduled?
I think just a days.
Yeah, a couple of days. Had her. So during the process of all of this, oh man, it was so stressful. You know, because you're waiting to hear something, and you're checking every day on the websites, the USCIS, you know, checking for approval. You're checking for the MVC, and there's so much process to go through just waiting for approvals, and what are they going to say? What's going to happen next? And so what, you want to talk a little bit about what your feeling was during this time?
Yeah, and then the company scheduled for my interview October 1. I'm so nervous for that time. It's almost get intense for me every day. Oh my gosh, and the day comes. It's like, oh shit, it's my day.
Yeah.
So nervous, but it's so glad because he go to the Philippines and come with me during my interview.
Yeah, so I was planning on being in the Philippines on October the 17th. That was when I had originally booked my flight.
Yes.
But then I decided the last minute I really wanted to be there for her interview. And so I went ahead and rescheduled my flight to come out on... What day did I come out there?
September 30.
September 30th.
Yes, and then my interview is October 1.
October 1st, that's right. Your interview was October 1st. So instead, I flew in there. No problems with the flights. Thank God for that. I got in on the 30th and have a really cheap hotel that I booked there in Manila. So it was really nice. They put her in a hotel right next to the embassy and right next to her where her interview was going to be. So got there, and I do believe I put the video in here where I got to see her for the first time after 9 months.
Yeah.
It was 9 months, like being pregnant. 9 months.
9 months.
It was like the baby.
Yes, pregnant.
It was kind of like our Christmas, you know.
And
it was like
October 1st, it's my interview, and then I go for my interview, and I go for the lady consul.
Yeah.
I got out 221G, and I go I'm so crying.
Oh,
And
yeah.
In the office of the company, he get for me to process all my papers.
Yeah, so she goes in for her interview, and this made it really difficult because, you know, everything that we heard from the company, it's not going to be a problem. Everything looks good, and everything was fine. She had an American woman that gave her interview, and basically didn't really care to look at any of the information that she had.
Yeah.
In fact, she had her book with pictures that proved our relationship. All of the information is there in front of her, and she just looked 1 second at the pictures and said, "Yep, it's not enough." So she didn't deny her visa, but she did say that there wasn't enough evidence. Can't approve at this time, need more evidence.
Yeah.
So I remember when she came out, I stood in the same spot for 2 hours, just watching that door, because there's a door that they go into in the office, and you can't bring anything in there with you. You can't bring a cell phone, you can't bring purses, you can't bring anything. So I'm holding her pink purse out there, and everyone's looking at me wondering why I'm holding a pink purse, but it's okay. And so I stood out there for 2 hours just watching that door, and I think it was about 3 hours. I got tired after standing for 2 hours. I went and sat down. I'd get up occasionally and look over, and just I couldn't contact her because she didn't have a cell phone, so I didn't know where she was in line or anything. In fact, she came out I think 30 minutes or an hour when she first went in and said that she needed 80 pesos because she had to have another picture made. So the picture she had wasn't good enough. Now, what was required on the picture? What did they do?
If you go to the U.S. Embassy interview, you need the 2x2 pictures that your ears comes out.
So they needed to see her ears. It wasn't enough just to see her face. They needed to see her ears, like everything on her. I wonder why they needed to see your ears.
I don't know.
Maybe they just thought they were cute. And they're like, "Oh, you have cute ears. We want to see picture." So, anyway, I thought, okay, well, this is good. This is all they're asking for. And then when she came out with that letter, she was so disappointed. Now, tell everyone why you were so disappointed.
Because I got 221G because of the picture on. I'm carrying so many. It's so heavy, like so many papers. And the consul asked me, proof of relationship. I just gave Oliver like this, and then need more proof. And then I got 221G, and then I got we go to the company. Then what do you call this one? You print so many pictures.
Yeah. We used. I just gave her all the pictures I had on my phone, and then she chose.
Just pictures on it.
But you were upset. Remember, you were really upset because you had studied so hard.
Yeah. His tax. I memorized his taxes. Everything, all his papers, everything about him. But the consul never asked.
Yeah, so she memorized the questions about my taxes.
Yes, everything.
She memorized everything about me, like my full name.
Yes.
Personal information about me, down to the color of my truck. All of these things. There's all these questions you want to memorize when you go in for your interview, because they need to be sure that you're not scamming somebody or the other person's not scamming. There's a lot of stuff that happens.
But when I go on the interview, they will not ask for that.
Yeah.
They will not ask.
They didn't ask anything of that.
They had to ask.
But everyone's different. So, some would go in with plenty of pictures, and then, maybe they would ask, well, what color is his vehicle, or what color is her vehicle? And they would say, I don't know. And then they would say, okay, well, there's not enough information. You need to go and learn more about your fiance or something. I don't know. But
yeah, but it's still great because I'm still here.
Yes. Well, the good thing is, and what was the form called? It was the G what?
221G.
Oh, 221G. It was the easiest to provide because all they needed was pictures. So we went right over to the organization that we used, and immediately provided all the pictures that I had. Took some while I was there, so provided those. They were sent in, and then 2 weeks later. Now this is a funny story about this. I got to go back just a little bit on this, because I had booked my flight originally from the 17th of October, and to fly back on the 22nd of
say October.
Of October. Well, no, not the original one, was it?
Yeah.
No, was it the 20? No, because I think it was 1 month after.
Okay.
So it was the 27th of October.
No.
I'm trying to remember when my original flight was, because remember I was supposed to be there on the 17th, and I think it was the 16th of November flying back.
Maybe.
And so then when I rebooked the flight, I booked it for the 30th of August, or no, I'm sorry, of
September.
September 30th, and then flying back October 22nd. And I remember feeling so much stress because, you know, we're going through all this, and I had already changed the plane tickets one time, and I didn't want to change them again because it was going to be, I'd pretty much have to buy a brand new tickets because I had already used my insurance on the one time on switching it over. So I'm sitting here hoping the entire time, like, oh man, I really hope all of this goes through by the 22nd so that you can come back with me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to rebook another ticket. And there was a decision I made that no matter what, I wasn't gonna leave her behind. So even if it cost me another ticket, it was something that I was willing to do and just figure it out later. But thank God I didn't have to do that. By the time that the pictures were sent in and we got the confirmation back, congratulations, you are approved. Oh, we were both so happy and excited about that.
My interview is October 1. I got the 1G and then process very fast. And then I get my passport 10 days, I think, October 1 to October 12. I get my visa October 12. It's already approved, and then they schedule my my CFO interview on 16 or 17.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the 17th. And then so the CFO.
Yes.
I know we were both nervous about that. I felt a little bit more confident about it because everything else was good. And for those that don't really know, the CFO is mandatory.
In the Philippines.
In the Philippines,
Yes.
Anyone coming to the U.S. or out of the country, I think is it mainly to the U.S. or were there others going to other countries?
Anywhere in the countries, everywhere.
Okay, so to leave the Philippines, it's required that you go through the CFO meeting, the Consulate of Foreign, what is it? It's not affairs. Consulate of Foreign Filipino. No, it's Filipino Overseas.
Yeah, maybe
Consulate of Filipino Overseas. And what it does, like we mentioned in the last video, they just talked to her about being abused. What do you do if there's an emergency? You know, dial 911. You know, we here in the U.S. know that really well, but in the Philippines, you know, they don't have 911. If you need to call the police in the Philippines, what do you do?
You need to memorize. I don't know. You need to memorize the hotline of the police station.
What's the hotline of the police station in the
I
Philippines?
don't know any.
So is it not like 0? You don't push 0 on your phone? Oh yeah, there's a full number. So in the U.S. it's just 911. Okay. And then she had to go through all of that, and you know, I know she was nervous that if there was going to be another American person in there, but I assured her that they were all Filipino.
They are all Filipinos, and they're very nice.
They were all very nice.
They're not strict. They just want to say something about you, warn about coming here.
Now we watched some videos, and a lot of them people were saying how strict they were in there.
No, it's not true. They are so nice.
So she says they were nice.
Yes,
I couldn't go in with her, so she got to go. She went inside there and then had her certificate, came out, and then we knew, like, oh, this is great. You're going to come home with me on the 22nd. So we flew back here on the 22nd. Super happy to be together. It felt like the one thing we got to say when we got here was no more LDR.
No more LDR.
No more LDR. We had LDR relationship for over a year, so it's nice to finally be with her. And just as an update, because when any Filipino or anyone from another country comes to the U.S., it's required 90 days to get married.
And then I'm getting married soon.
You're getting married soon. What day are you getting married?
December 1st, 1 week more. Getting married.
December 1st, yes. So we have 1 week from today.
Yes.
Today is Sunday. What is the date? Wow, I'm so bad with remembering dates and times.
November 23.
Today's
24.
Today's the 24th.
Yes.
Yes. So November 24th. We're 1 week out from getting married. We've got an awesome ceremony that's already being planned, and we don't have to give any details of where it is or what's going on with that right now.
Yeah.
We'll do a live It's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna try to do I don't know if I'll do a live video, but there'll be a video of our ceremony. So I think it'll if you continue to watch this channel and whatnot, you'll find it in the links or in the other videos on this one. But we'll leave it as a surprise. What we're doing on the 1st of December. But we will officially be getting married on December the 1st. So 2023. I'm sorry, 2024.
2024.
Yeah. Oh man, it's like my brain is so bad memorizing everything. But anyway, so that sums it up. Is there anything that I left off that I should mention?
No.
Nothing you can think of?
I think I already mentioned all. What else
Okay.
need to be mentioned?
I don't know. So if I forgot anything, if there's anything you guys can think of, feel free to ask.
Yeah.
And let's keep the comments and the messages, anything, let's keep it all positive. Okay. I'm not perfect. She's not perfect, but we're perfect for each other. And that's all that matters. We're happy and we love each other very much. And we're just looking forward to spending the rest of our lives together. We have a lot of plans for our future. And right now, driving a semi-truck, and she's been able to travel around the United States with me. I'm an over-the-road driver, OTR driver. And
I'm almost traveled around the US now.
oh, she's almost traveled around the US now.
Yes.
We've seen almost all of the East Coast. Well, you haven't been to Florida yet.
Where?
You haven't been to Florida
Yeah,
yet.
not yet, but I'm almost. Or
Yeah,
in
almost.
1 month. In just 1 month.
So-
I go to Texas, go to New York,
Well, let's talk about all the places you've been.
Virginia, Ohio, Indiana,
Yeah. And Oklahoma.
Oklahoma,
Did you mention
Kansas.
Kansas? Okay, Kansas.
And
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
North Carolina.
Yes, North Carolina. I go.
Virginia. West Virginia.
Yes. Mhm.
Pennsylvania.
Wow. Something I wanted to. In the US, so much cows. I never seen the Philippines, but in the US, so many cows. Promise.
Yeah,
So much cows here.
that's because we like to eat cows. We love our beef. Americans love beef. It's like one of the top things. In the Philippines, it's fish, and in the US, it's beef.
So much cows everywhere you go. You see the cows, bunch of cows.
Yeah, so many cows. Big dogs.
Oh my gosh.
Giant dogs. So
Bunch of cows.
anyway, so yeah, well, I'd love to just kind of keep you guys posted and updated on what our journey's like here in the United States. I know your family would love to watch these videos and follow along and see
Yeah.
where you're going, what you're doing, and all that stuff. So anyway, that'll be it for now. Again, if any questions or comments, leave them below, but let's keep it positive. Okay? All right.
Bye.
I love you, baby.
I love you, my love.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye. Next video is our marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage. Bye.